Okay, this one's gonna seem kind of different because we are in the month of April, so I figured I would go with some amalgams. This, of course, is taking two different characters, intertwining them into one. Of course, on one side you have Darkclaw, who was an actual character created in the Marvel vs. DC era, who essentially is Batman, Wolverine combined. The only thing the character is really logically missing is to have like maybe lightsabers for claws, or the Thundercat sword for claws. I mean, that character's just look at that, just look at that, look at that. It's a perfect blending of Wolverine and Batman into one coalesced character. That's just that's perfect. On the other side, probably thinking, the heck is Wildcard? This is a character that's created by Pano Zero from DeviantArt. I'll have the link in the description. Who has done all these really unique amalgam characters and gives him his own unique spin, different name. So you might notice, man, that was the Joker mixed with Gambit. It is. It is. And you think about it, how does it make any sense? It makes perfect sense. Joker, lots of card usage. Joker, lots of card usage. Hope I said Gambit before, not Joker. It's 7 hours of WrestleMania, and I'm just burned. Taking the idea of the Gambit costume and just tweaking it with the hints of Joker, freaking beautiful. I love that design. Everything down from, like keeping the Joker color of hair, keeping the style, but going with the Joker color scheme of the purple coat, keeping it with the leg armor that you have from Gambit. That's brilliant. That's a perfect synthesis of two characters that you think would have nothing in common. But both thieves, both use cards, both for some seem to get women who appear to be outside of their echelon because it's just natural charisma. There's a lot of great things in that character. So, the nice thing about this is there's not a lot of establishment to any of these characters. Yes, before anyone throws it in there, yes, I was able to find a pretty solid picture, thank you, DeviantArt, of either Goku L or Kal Kakarot. Yes, that is a Super Saiyan Superman, or Super Saiyan Man, which would be the same as what Gohan did for a while, but I digress. Oh, and the same person, Pano, did an absolutely amazing Phoenix Raven hybrid that I will do a fight with. I'm just trying to figure out who in the world could logically take on a hybrid of Phoenix and Raven. But anyways, on to this fight. Same with all my other fights, it's the 9-point system. If it's 5-4, person with 5 should win. Person with 4, you can make the logical assertion for it. If it ends up being 6-3, person with 6 more likely should win. So let's get right into this. Alright, intelligence. Let me scoot this over some. There we go. Alright, intelligence. On one side you have the Joker's just weird craziness. Combine that with the cunning that you actually have in Gambit. On the other side, you've got the virtual immortality of Wolverine combined with the tremendous skill levels you have from Batman. So, yes. Even looking through what they did for their hybridized story background, you can very, very easily tell that this one is... There's a lot of the Batman backstory. So it's the Wolverine sort of origin, watched his parents die, became part of a Weapon X style program. But tremendous sense of those two characters come from an intellectual standpoint. Findability. Gambit, decent fighter, knows how to work with the stick. Joker, crazy fighter, knows how to work well with just about anything. But you're taking probably two of the best fighters and putting them together in one character. Sorry. You have the fighting skills of Wolverine. I think in one of the synopses he has like 170 styles of martial arts. So this is the Batman character, just with claws and the adamantium skeleton. On to strength. Ironically, in reading Darkclaw's background, since he's carrying around an extra 100 pounds of adamantium on his body, he actually has a low-level superhuman strength, so he's actually slightly beyond peak. Where you look at the character Wildcard, Gambit works out hard, so he's pretty peak human, but you don't see that with Joker. So you have a character who's a little more on the leaner side versus another character who's just raw muscle and power. Now, ironically, Darklaw does have a level of agility and heightened reflexes, but one of the secondary mutations, when I had Gambit lose in the past, everybody just absolutely railed against me when it came to the fact that Gambit does have enhanced reflexes. So in this one, it's the enhanced reflexes plus just the overall lethalness of the character. It's definitely a much smaller character, much more wiry. And you look at Darklaw. Darklaw is a big, beefier individual. So I will give this the speed advantage to Wildcard. A lot of the players basically mean he's a smaller character, he's a more wiry character. And he will actually have natural enhanced agility and enhanced reflexes from one of his personas. And I feel the persona actually is pretty quick as well. Durability. This is one of those weird ones where you've got a guy whose bones are laced with adamantium, but healing factor. Legitimate healing factor. Sorry. You got some good skills here, but no healing factor. Invulnerability. Again. From Wolverine's standpoint, when he doesn't have the adamantium, he's a much easier kill. Why is he a much easier kill without adamantium? Then you break his bones. With these two guys, yeah, Wildcard can be throwing exploding cards or exploding whatever at Darklaw. Darklaw's going to be able to take it because concussive force is going to do almost nothing. It's going to pierce the flesh, but the bone underneath is going to be still there. You can't break this guy. Where a punch from Darklaw to Wildcard is going to shatter some bones. That's just because he's got the adamantium laced inside his body. And here they are at distance. Well, this one, let's be honest. If you have these two guys in any sort of range, yes, Darklaw has claw rings. Pretty much everything with the word Batman, just remove the bat and put claw. It's like claw copter, claw computer, claw rangs. Just remove all the word bat and put in claw. A lot of the same stuff. So if you have that on one side versus a guy who anything he touches, he makes explosive and he throws at somebody. That's power. Now, of course, from a versatility standpoint, I'm going to give this one to Darklaw because he has all of the Batman tools. He's legitimately probably the most dangerous of the Amalgam characters. Yeah, I'd probably say if you want to look at other ones from a more cosmic standpoint, Thorian, the combination of Thor and Orion, it's a very powerful enemy character too when it came to the Amalgam universe. Thanaside, because if you take two like immortal dark gods and hybridize them, you have an amazing character. But for the Earthbound characters, yeah. I mean, taking all the skill and versatility that you've got in Batman and making him a superhuman by putting him with one of the most dangerous characters makes probably one of the most deadly dangerous characters you can have that's still considered a Earthbound, street lethal sort of character. X Factor. In this one, I'm going to give this one to Wildcard. The combination of that purpose basically being, depending on the level of Wildcard's abilities, Gambit was able to grab a hold of somebody, and it was probably inanimate objects. But he was able to grab a hold of clothes and make clothes detonate. If Wildcard is able to energize the adamantium inside Darklaw and make it explode, Wildcard has a chance. Yes, it is 6-3, so Wildcard is pretty much going to be defeated because it's freaking Batman and Wolverine. It's hard to think of two characters you can combine to make them even that much more powerful. Unless you want to make like a Spider-Man Jedi. Or I'm going to see if I can find Darth Poole. Ooh. Or Dead Maul. That'd be so sweet. Okay, so anyways, the winner of this fight, I know I got sidetracked because the cool thing about Amalgams is any two characters, as long as I can find a picture, that makes sense. You know, again, this is Pay No Zero from DeviantArt, who did the wild card character. We'll probably be using quite a few of the other ones that this person has done because they are just amazing. So of course you're wearing Dark Cloth. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that hybridization of those two styles. You got the Wolverine sort of earpieces to it with some of the Batman adaptations to it, and these weird random like shark things because you know this is '90s. And that's what you did in the '90s. So this was the first Amalgam one. I don't have a lot of them planned out for this month. Just for me this month. I might throw in some wrestling ones too because of WrestleMania and all that. But let me know what you think. Comments, I do read them. I don't respond to all of them. Normally what happens is if you leave a comment and you give me some sort of mash that you would like, I actually, when it comes to my my phone, you probably can see that, I do actually write them all down on my phone. So I have everything from Batman, Sabretooth, Doom, Atrocitus, Doom, Deathstroke, Doom, Darkseid, Doom, Anti-Monitor, Doom, Dr. Fate, Solomon, the Runner, Bolt versus Adam, Syndicate, Squadron Supreme, Brett versus Angle. There's about 100 fights here, and I've got close to 300 of them on my spreadsheet that I use for a lot of this stuff. So I've got about 400 fights. And if you know how often I do these, I've got almost 8-9 years worth of fights. So if I don't get 20 years right away, it might be because I'm trying to figure out how to word it, how to do it just right. But just because I'm not responding doesn't mean that I'm not reading. It's just, you know, when I'm at work, I get to read the top sentence on my phone. I actually physically go to YouTube and actually watch part of my video to get it, and I have a very low data plan. Or wait till I get home and check either my iPad, where I'll have a little bit, and it'll give me an easier time to get to more of the meat of what people are asking for.